Hello, ma'am and sir. This is Deepesh from class 10th of DAV Centenary Public School, Tohana. I am here to present my multimedia presentation on the topic Role of Tribal Uprising in Freedom Struggle. So let's get started. The role of tribal societies was very important in India's struggle for freedom, which go unnoticed. So I am here to represent my presentation by highlighting the role of tribal societies in India's independence struggle, their resilience, unity and commitment to freedom. Uprising in India. The first phase of tribal uprising in India was from 1795 to 1860, and at this time the British Empire's emerged growth and establishment was happened, and the top class of tribal societies led by traditional group whose privileges had been crucial by colonialism in India produced the leadership and major tribal uprisings in the phase were the Ghols uprising, Santhal uprising, Khond uprising and early Munda uprising. Now let us have a look on the second phase of the tribal uprising in India, which was held from 1860 to 1920. It includes the Koya rebellion and the Birsa Munda uprising. Let us talk about the third and last phase of the tribal uprising in India, which was held from 1920 to 1947. It comprises the Chenchu tribal movement, the Rampa rebellion and the Tana Bhagat movement. So now the next slide is the causes of tribal uprising. The causes of tribal uprisings during India's struggle for freedom, the deeply rooted issues and injustice that compelled these communities to rise against colonial oppression. Their grievances were grounded in dispossession of ancestral land, loss of livelihoods, cultural suppression and exploitation. Private ownership of non-tribal landlords, unregulated tax regimes by Britishers, religious conversations, introduction of the outsiders are the main cause of the tribal revolts during the colonial rule. Now let's talk about the main slide of the PPT, role of tribal societies in freedom struggle. Some movements done by them were like this. First one is Santhal Revolution. On June 30, 1855, over 10,000 Santalis were mobilized by their leaders, Kanu Murmu, Chand Murmu, Bharat Murmu and Sidhu Murmu to revolt against the East Indian companies over oppression by revenue officials, zamindars and corrupt money lenders. Now the second movement is Paika Rebellion. Paika Rebellion in Odisha's Khurda is referred to as the original first war of India's independence. The Paikas, a class of military retainers traditionally regulated by the King of Odisha, rebelled against the British colonial rulers, mainly over being dispossessed of their landholdings. Now the third movement was Kol Mutini. The Kols along with other tribes are inhabitants of Chota Nagpur. This covered Ranchi, Singabam, Hazaribagh, Palmau and western parts of Manubham. Now let's talk about some challenges faced by them during these revolts. The first challenge faced by them is as follows. Unfamiliar terrains, braving harsh environmental conditions, maintaining their cultural identities in the face of external pressure, lost their agricultural lands, restrictions were imposed on the use of forest produce, sociocultural handicaps, etc. I hope you have liked my presentation. Thank you.